Om Sai Ram, friends. This is Venkat for Stasha.com. If you see me smiling, I should say that this is actually a fake smile because deep in my heart and my chest, I still feel that the pain of my father's loss. It hurts me every now and then. But then you can't always cry. Sometimes you have to laugh. One good thing I wanted to share with you is for Sai devotees is that we all believe in miracles. We call it the so-called the term miracle. When it comes to me, yes, you have seen the whole of Starza is all about my dreams that I used to get this dream, that dream. Uh, but when my father passed away, I don't know. Uh, I don't know if there was any logic in those dreams because the pain that my father did not see me getting married, uh, um, nobody can take that pain away. Having said that, I can give you one important message before I go to the 108 puja, which was done by a couple of friends in Hyderabad and Vijayawada. The message is that when you are really in pain, when you're deeply pained, when you feel that Sai has failed you, uh, continue to worship Baba, maybe go to temples, you can show your anger on him, that is all fine. But also try to divert your mind doing something that you feel is going to help you out. Try to see if you can do some good deeds to others. Um, One thing, at night we were not able to sleep, me and my mother. So what I used to do, I used to show her videos of travelers who stay in the van and in the car in Japan, in the US. So we started diverting our mind by watching people who are living in the van. There was a story of a Russian lady who's living in a forest, and I showed those videos to her. Or there was another lady who lives in Ireland. She bought around 3 acres of land, and she tried to heal herself. She tried to, she converted that barren land or land with just some green grasses into a kind of horticultural place for the past 13, 14 years. And so I told my mother that there are people who are living without their loved ones. They're living alone. They're living lonely life. They say, when you are deeply in pain, see people who are in a worse situation than yours. And also when you see others' life, your mind tries to calm down. So yeah, I have to give credit to some these kind of travelers who live in van, travelers who are living a lonely life in forest. And not that we can do that, in India, certainly you cannot do that. It's not safe to do that as far as I know. But it helped me and my mother to divert our mind. Okay, the reason why I say this is that people who are very spiritual, they always try to seek a spiritual solution. In this case, maybe you can say, before you go to sleep, read one chapter in Satcharita, or before you go to sleep, chant Baba's name, or before you go to sleep, remember Baba, or any of your favorite God, or go to this temple, do this puja. I'm telling you something, Sai is always there, God's always there, but there is a stage in your life, and at any stage for that matter, you have to go beyond the spirituality and see, if there are other interests, other hobbies that you can pursue, or other interests, or if you can learn some new course, or you can teach something good to others. So this way your mind gets diverted. To tell you the truth, I was deeply pained. I even got a mental problem, which is like keep on repeating what happened during the last few days, how when my father lived, some issues which happened to family, with our relatives. So those issues really deeply hurt me, and I was not in clear mind. I was not mentally ill, but I was not in clear mind. I can assure that to you. Um, Even in one dream, my father appeared to my mother's younger sisters in her dream, and my father has told her thrice, you please save Venkat, please save Venkat, please save Venkat. My father has told this to my mother's younger sister in dream, whom I call as my chitti. So why did my father appear in my chitti's dream and ask her to save me? Probably I was deeply worried, deeply depressed. Depression, I don't think I will never be depressed, but I was certainly not in a clear state of mind. And so that is when I tried to divert my mind. I tried to copycat whatever my father did, trying to, apply this kind of kumkum. I used to wear my father's shirt. This is not my father's shirt, but I used to wear my father's shirt. And in the local Ganesha temple, whatever my father used to do, I used to copycat that and I used to do that. Thankfully, I discovered another temple 3 kilometers from my place. It's unfortunate that I never took my father there. It's a place where there is Bhuva Ragaswamy, which is also called Nitya Kalyana Perumal temple, where I regularly visited. It's around 3 kilometers from my home here in Coimbatore. And when I went there, the priest was also so kind, and I felt really blissful, but I had tears in my eyes because I was worried that I did not bring my father to the temple. And there was another temple called Kongu Tirupati temple in Coimbatore. But I like the ancient names. It's Venkateshwara temple in Coimbatore, where our neighbor Padma auntie and her husband took me. I took them in my car, and it was that really saved me, to be honest to you. So though I say that spiritual solution is not always the right solution, I also believe that sometimes God's call, Sai's call is always going to help you. So when I went to that temple, some 20 to 30 kilometers in the outskirts of Coimbatore, that was around 1200-year-old temple built by King Krishnadevaraya. When he had mental problem, when he was deeply worried about something. Next time when I go to the temple, I will speak to you about the temple, and I will show you the visuals of the temple. So when I saw the Venkateshwara with the Sri Devi and Bhudevi there, it really helped me. It healed me, to be honest. And of course, these are the things that, I wanted to show you that Venkateshwara temple where I visited, which I'm saying that, it really helped me. I'm trying to find it out. I will show you, wait. So this is the Venkateshwara temple where this is a random video where you won't see. See, this is the Venkateshwara temple situated around 20-30 kilometers in the outskirts of Coimbatore. It's called Kongu Tirupati temple. See, my father rides Sai Ram every day for around 20-21 years. There is a Rama and Sita photograph here. My father loves Lakshmi Narasimha. This is the Lord Venkateshwara in the temple. When I saw him, my heart was filled with bliss. I loved him. He really saved me from my mental agony, from the mental pain that I had in the loss of my father. So I'm taking you, I'm giving you two different solutions. One is a spiritual one, which is maybe visiting any other temple, or maybe if you're abroad, at least remembering the temple or remembering the God or any God that of your choice, or even a saint, an ancient saint. Or the other option is diverting your mind, watching some good videos, or taking you through an experience where you see other people, other lives, so your mind will calm down, at least for a certain period of time. You cannot forget your father for a lifetime, but I can make my father live inside me, because sometimes my mother holds my palm and she tells me, this is like your father's palm, and that's true. He left me, to take care of my mother. It's not that he He didn't, it's not that he just left like that. So what I wanted to convey here is, I want you to see this Venkateshwara. He's truly an amazing Lord. The way he took me to the temple, I felt blissful. Having said that, express yourself through chanting, some reading some good books, divert your mind, do some online courses. So these are the ways you can, and some, of course, do some good deeds. Of course, I go to Sai Ram temple, not regularly. My lifestyle has completely changed. And I also don't want to write regularly on Star Sai. The reason is that uh, I want to keep everything secretive. In the sense, my father has taught me one thing, that if you have really seen Sai, or if you really have that enlightenment, if you've seen God, you will calm down, you won't speak about it. That's the truth. Go and see all those sadhus, all those great saints who had enlightenment. They won't be on YouTube like me, like anyone. They will calm down. They will not speak much about it. And it's unfortunate there are people who are copying my content and putting it on their site. It's like, don't make Sai devotion as a cult. It's a beautiful feeling. Sai devotion is a beautiful feeling. Don't make it as a cult, sound like a cult. Don't be, people come, maybe whether you come to my website or don't come, whether you see my video or don't see my video, whether you respect me, whether you disrespect me, whether you say that I'm stupid or you say that I'm good. I don't care anymore. I lost my father, the only precious human being in my life is gone. So I don't care for anything on this earth. But what really matters is, I wanted to tell the truth about how you should pursue what you're experiencing when it comes to Sai, which is like, he won't always do miracles. He's not there for that, but he cares for you. He loves you, irrespective of what happens, the ups and downs that happens in your life. So I will care for you. So keep remembering Sai, keep chanting his holy name. At the same time, divert your mind. Watch some good stuff. Maybe do gardening, or you don't need 3 acres of land to do gardening. Even if you buy 2-3 parts of and keep it on the balcony or somewhere and water it and see whether it is growing or not, that itself will satisfy you. Say some good words to others. Don't worry about friends who don't call you or who are not kind to you, but be responsible to your parents if they are alive. That's the only message I want to convey. Keep your mind calm. The message here is, this video is very clear. Don't keep repeating the pain. It will create mental problems. So instead, of course, you can express your feelings, but be very careful that it should not affect your mind. So see this Venkateshwara, he saved me. So yesterday, my father has come in my mother's dream, and he has sown the word Sri Ramajayam. So Sri Ramajayam, Sri Ramajayam, Sri Ramajayam. Om Sai Ram.